this one.
I thought Ruben was 16.
I think Ruben was 16.
Ruben was 16
okay.
or 17. I mean, by my calculations, and by calculations, I mean uploading into a folder of videos and stuff that's labeled. I'm going to take a wild guess that we're on 17.
Well, welcome.
And I am back
Thanks.
this week from Newport.
I know, so exciting. You got to see all sorts of fun people down there.
Sorts of fun.
Yeah, and you got to drink some wine.
Lots of wine.
And did you have any seafood?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Seafood was amazing.
What was your go-to?
Crab,
shrimp, fish,
I did do
clams,
crab.
oysters.
Crab with cocktail sauce.
Okay. Crab cocktail, I think they call it.
I've heard that word thrown around a time or two.
Yeah. The shrimp with cocktail sauce.
Yeah.
You want a shrimp cocktail? Yes, please.
Oh my God.
Just trying to sound more.
Yeah.
So
spread it
more
out.
words.
Okay,
While
more words.
saying it with your pinky out.
Yeah. Boing.
It was a really, really good time. I will admit that I probably did more drinking than eating.
Well, yeah, there's
So-
more wine than there is
Right.
food spots. So
By
that's
saying that, and by meaning I didn't eat it.
no. You had crab cocktail. Like you had crab, which is
That's it.
notoriously known for soaking up wine. So it's like bread, right? It's like just like, and
Yeah.
like you are the wine sponge at that.
There we go.
I did have breakfast though.
Oh, what do you have for breakfast at the
She doesn't remember.
Newport?
I remember.
At the Newport?
No, at the hotel we were staying.
Oh, okay.
Continental breakfast.
Continental breakfast. So does that mean like bagels and some
I did have a
cereal
bagel.
and some coffee, or
I had a bagel. I had a sausage and
okay,
a
bagel
sausage
with
behind
cream
it.
cheese?
Yes.
Bagel with butter? Okay, cream cheese.
Bagel with
bagel
cream
with
cheese.
schmear?
Bagel
Nice.
schmear.
Always.
No lox?
No, not that fancy.
That's what it is. That's not that continental.
No,
that would be
no.
that would be intercontinental.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, that's some more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then we got to the festival and we were just,
Just
starting
went
to
around.
fun and working our way
And you
around.
saw dark wines.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dark Wines was
Hi,
there.
Jen.
Yeah.
Jen is super nice. I
Yeah.
loved her.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
In fact, she's a big winner here last month for trivia night.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, way to go, Jen.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Good job.
Who else? Who else stood out for wine? I see. I'm going to ask all the wine
Yeah,
questions
that's
now. Like,
wine
who stood out
questions, too.
for wine?
Probably should have taken some notes.
Probably should have taken some notes. All right.
Well, you like it. Actually, wasn't wine. It was the ranch water.
Well,
Oh, the
yes.
ranch water.
The
I've had the ranch water
yeah.
But I
before.
bought that at the grocery store.
Right.
I didn't get it at.
No, and that's from Texas, I believe.
It's really good though.
Isn't
The
it?
spicy one is
Right,
really
is it?
good.
Yes,
Are
it
you-
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that.
I enjoyed it.
A friend of mine brought it
Um,
up some from Texas when she
Yeah,
visited.
So
Okay.
good.
It
They-
is a beverage
Yeah, they had sake there that I thought was really good.
from
It-
Sake One.
Maybe.
So Oregon does have its own sake producer.
Okay.
Does it?
It does. Yep, up there in so I'm gonna say Forest Grove. And if it's not Forest Grove, it's very near Forest Grove. But I want to say it's Forest Grove because you drive past it all the time when you head on the highway.
Okay. They had
Uh,
a plum sake.
oh
that
yeah,
was
yeah. They
Ooh.
and they
so
have numerous plum sakis, and they have a whole variety of sakis. A lot of time they're at these festivals, and they'll have like 6 different sakis to like.
What's considered a sake? Like, what makes it
What makes it sake?
a sake?
It goes in your shoey or your booty. A sake, Japanese wine. So rice wine, in this case, plum wine. She had a plum wine.
Plum wine, yeah.
But traditional like Japanese fermentation methods for making sake, and primarily you get a rice wine out of it, which is sake. Or down in south of mainland Japan in Okinawa, they have awamore.
Which is
It's their own version of it. It does taste completely different. In fact,
made from rice.
yep.
Oh.
And you know what? If I'm gonna remember next podcast, I'll bring some for you to
Yay.
try.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't even know where you can get it. I'll probably maybe up in Beaverton at Owajimaya. If you've ever been to Owajimaya in Beaverton, have you ever been there? Are you familiar with it at all?
No.
You've never heard of it?
I've never heard. That's the first time I've heard about it.
Asian, Japanese grocery store that's up there. It's huge. They have a deli section. Their rice section is enormous because you'd think like, oh, it's rice. But no, there's so much rice. If you want to buy yourself, instead of ordering on Amazon, you want to buy yourself a rice cooker, go there. They've got so many different Japanese rice cookers. And
probably way better than mine. Mine's,
is it you have a little pot, or does yours make noise and all that fun stuff?
It doesn't make noise.
Okay.
I have like a literally off Amazon, like it was $15.
Okay.
I just took mine in a pot.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't trust myself. I'll burn it.
Yeah. The Japanese rice cookers are the way to go.
I'm like,
I can't remember the name brand, but it's got an elephant on it.
okay.
Zomaji, something like that.
You know what I really wanted was the what are those? The hot pots. Like
Hot
when you
pots.
make a hot pot where it's like
a Korean hot pot?
Yes, like those are good, but they have like.
Oh, you want to get the actual pot?
Yes, I want one of those so I can make hot pots. I believe that's what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's like okay, just this little thing, and they put a pot. It's like basically a hodgepodge of different items that you can kind of throw in there to make it. It's like normally noodles, some type of protein, veggies, all that kind of stuff.
And peppers.
Yes, the times that I've had it, it has been amazing.
But are you talking about you want to make hot pot like to eat, or you want to get the pot?
Both.
Okay.
I want the thing that they use to make hot pots, and I also want a hot pot.
Okay. All right. Hot pot. And I love hot pot, but I mean, I love spicy food too. So when you get a nice hot pot that's like got the chili peppers and
flavor,
everything.
but it's like it just like cleanses out your like nasal.
I know. And the roof of my mouth is burning just thinking about it. It's like because I always
so
eat it. Well, because it comes out hot physically, like heat hot, and then it's so good.
Like the spice and heat from it.
No, it's like comes out like heat hot, and then I can't wait to eat it. So I start eating it and not letting it cool down. Which happened to me there's a Filipino restaurant here in Salem, and my mouth is currently a little bit torn up from I couldn't stop, like, ooh, lumpias. These just came out of the fryer. I'll have another. Yeah, so.
You don't learn, it's like, it's cool enough.
The wine helps, though. The wine helps, like, numb it, so.
I did that Saturday night with cup of noodles.
Did you? Ooh, just regular old standard cup of noodles, or did you get something nice?
No, just regular standard. Because when my girlfriends and I, every year, it's my 11th year going, we just have a tradition. We go.
I love how the tradition involves cup of noodles.
Not necessarily cup of noodles, but we go to the store and we just stock up on the stuff we're going to want for that weekend. Alcohol, food, alcohol.
Wait, how long was your weekend?
It was Friday, Saturday, and we left Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, left Sunday, and you only went to the festival on Saturday?
Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah. We just kind of went out around town on Friday, had dinner, went out to the Sandbar in Newport. Hung up there for a while, came back, went in the hot tub, got up Saturday, got ready, ate breakfast, went to the festival. I'm 12 hours of.
Well, and that's why I'm wondering, where you purchase alcohol for, like, I'm going to drink this at the room this weekend. I'm like, is that Friday night only? Because after Saturday, after all that wine, or did you dive back into it? Like,
yeah, a little bit. I am telling you, that is like my one weekend to go and just like let loose and have fun.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, I'm the person who would like buy it and then be like, oh, I only drink like part of it. And
you don't have like, I bought a fifth of something and it's like, I have to drink it all. No, you take it home. You're not supposed to necessarily drink.
I have a few ranch waters in my refrigerator.
Yeah, right. So. How many Four Locos do you have left? None. Oh, none. See? None. None Four Locos.
They have to be illegal after some point now.
Maybe.
I'm going to look up the information for Four Locos.
I'm sure. We could probably go to the Plaid Pantry right now and pick up Four Locos.
I know they had to change the recipe, though.
Let's hope they change the recipe because they never tasted good to begin with.
I've actually never had one.
Oh, it's disgusting.
I imagine. I would walk by it and just think that looks like a nightmare.
Well, it's crazy on the label, right?
It is.
The label 4 times crazy.
The thing is, you don't drink it for pleasure. It literally is just like, let me try and chug this.
Right. It's not for pleasure. It's for a little bit of pain. Well, masochistically. Or, yeah.
I just remember, college was something. I remember
bizarre.
buying those though.
But at least you remember it.
I do. You know what? I remember drinking them. I don't remember some parts of what happened.
You remember the beginning part of it, and then Four Locos later.
I remember that. That's why
Four Locos.
don't like
16
drinking
Locos.
red stuff, like red liquids now. Was because I drank the red Four
Red
Loko.
liquids.
Like just.
What's your
red.
take on Mountain Dew Code Red?
I don't drink that.
Because it's red.
Because it's red.
It is because okay. So I drank the red Four Loko.
Right.
Had a little bit too much fun. It ended up coming back up, and it looked like blood. And it was just like, it was
Never again.
no.
Except for, well, you do pretty good with the Rosé of
Oh
Tempranillo.
gosh, I do drink. That's pink.
You did
The Rosé of Tempranillo? It's pretty red. That's a pretty red rosé, though.
You did have Juggernaut.
So, I mean, it's as pink as
That's like
Code
dark,
Red.
dark. Okay, I take it back. I do drink red stuff.
Yeah.
But
Drink red. And you
Last
now you eat noodles,
year.
right?
I love noodles.
Right, so
Love noodles.
Post-alien
Yourself a cup of
experience.
noodles.
Oh, after the aliens
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, the aliens, that's
took a
right.
while.
Yeah. Although there are some great instant noodles out there, too. I don't know if you ever had some of those, I want to say fancy, but they're still relatively cheap, but they're actually like the Asian ones. I had when we went up to Astoria this weekend before last, I got this nice kimchi one that had kimchi packets in there. Barely, you cook it with heat it with some water, and then you dump out all the water, so it's not like a ramen where you have all that broth.
Okay.
Dump it out, and then you add the kimchi and mix it up. It's so good.
That's what I love pho, and I love ramen.
Yeah.
I know there's a difference,
Ramen.
but
Yeah.
who has it? It's the prickly pear. It has really good pho.
Prickly
Downtown.
pear?
Yeah.
Wild pear?
Oh God.
The prickly wild pear.
I'm like, I always call it prickly pear. Wild pear downtown.
Wild
Sorry.
pear.
Yeah.
They have really good pho. So
Yeah.
They have like,
One of my regulars, Jackie, works at Wild Pear.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie.
What's Jackie's last name?
I don't barely remember my own last name. You can call me out on a podcast. What's their middle name? What's their phone number? If I wanted to text them right now. Sorry, Jackie, I don't know your
Look,
last
I
name.
was saying that you gave me the wrong number for you.
That's true. On accident.
I was texting the wrong person.
Did it come back as like couldn't be delivered? Or was somebody getting this message?
She just was not getting any response.
I
Oh,
was getting a
okay.
response.
Somebody maybe is like,
Somebody was just like, I'm not here, but Nate's in trouble.
yeah, why won't he answer? Why won't you answer me?
Oh my gosh. Well, I know one thing. Katie and I wanted to make a little announcement. This is kind of why we have our little sparkly edition.
Sparkly edition of Pinot Gris, sparkling Pinot Gris from the general store at Amity.
Oh, the
I
general
was trying
store.
to find them
Okay.
on social media and I couldn't find them.
Not everybody's on social.
Yeah.
They should
They may not be.
I have their
I mean,
Chardonnay too.
The general store, a place like that, sounds like they wouldn't necessarily have social media, but I mean more like word of mouth.
Yeah, their business actually is like on the front of there. It like looks like a barn, and they
Yeah.
That's really cute.
and
label.
converted for their tasting room and everything over there.
That's nice.
But we do have a big announcement. So, technically we are. Okay, I need to figure out how to say this because
Pens and needles.
Allie and I have been working really hard, really diligently, and are very proud to announce that we have opened our very own real estate brokerage.
Yay!
Havenrose.
Wah, 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 wah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we changed the name.
Yeah, I saw that.
Havenrose Real Estate
Yes.
is the newest brokerage in town, owned by Katy Bovis and Allie Saunders.
Havenrose.
Yes.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers to Havenrose.
Scott
I
is
feel like
old
that was
Zen.
really,
All right.
really just flat. I feel like that fell short.
Oh well, no, I like it. I'm so Havenrose. Where'd that come from?
No, not the name, but
No. Well, the announce the. I threw in a wah 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 wah.
Yeah. I know, there's only so many, like, we're
Can
sitting
we
down
put that
drinking.
noise in the background?
Yeah. I mean, who was ever going to edit this? Sure. I mean, yeah. The last video I sent her, I added a little special effect.
There
I don't know
we
if she
go.
noticed it or.
Do it, by all means.
So where's Havenrose come from?
That is a great question.
Thank you. That's all I have is great questions.
Yes, you do have
Mediocre answers, great questions. That's Nate.
So Allie and I teamed up with a branding guy. His name is Justin Trammell from Brand Mountain.
Name
So
is Brandy.
if you what?
I wish his name was Brandy.
That would have been
The
nice.
branding
That
guy.
would've
Branding guy. Brandy.
Yeah.
Brandy from Brand Mountain.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Justin Trammell, he was fantastic. He called us. We just had a initial conversation. He asked us a bunch of questions. How do you want people to see you? What's important to you? What kind of clientele are you trying to target? We answered all those questions, and one thing that was really important to us is that people feel safe, comfortable, and like they're being guided in the right direction. So he took all of that information and took a week.
And asked AI.
I'm thinking
Honestly,
which is fine. No shame.
You don't have
I
to
use it all the time.
So what I did was I took a lot of information. I said, AI, Chat GPT, take all this and give me some options.
And it did
It was
not
the first
disappoint.
one.
I'm just
The
kidding,
first
Justin.
one
It was-
that he gave us.
Just kidding.
Yeah, he
Ish.
presented it, and it was Havenrose Real Estate, and immediately both Allie and I were just like, "That's it. That is it." It really hit home with it, struck a chord with us. I like that. Yeah, struck a chord with us. Haven for the feeling of safety and comfort with us. Rose, like Compass Rose, we're guiding you in the right direction.
Ooh.
So it just encompasses, I feel like, who we are.
Yeah, absolutely. We're super excited about it. Again, we're still in the beginning stages, but we are certified, verified, and
Bona
ready
fide.
to go. And
Bona
bona fide. And Nate has been absolutely gracious and is letting us use Old Zen for our soft opening on March 21st.
March
It's
21st.
open for anyone to come hang out, meet us. If you obviously been watching the podcast and everything, just come say hi and celebrate with us. This is really exciting
What
news.
a busy month March is going to be.
It is. And
You have a lot going on in
I do. There's so much going on
So
in March.
you have the pub crawl.
Second annual pub crawl on Edgewater, which we just finished our pre-sale on all of our shirts because we have pub crawl shirts
yeah.
for down here.
Out?
We're not sold out,
Okay.
but we sold all of our pre-sale ones. So
Okay.
they're $25 a shirt. If you got in before 10 a.m. today, it was $20 a shirt
Okay.
to get in there to get the extra orders and to make sure people got their sizes they wanted and everything.
And we can put that link
Yeah.
here below. Here.
Yes. And there are limited quantities, so I'm going to be updating those quantities
Okay.
of what's going to be
Okay.
available, but there's definitely limited quantities on that one.
So what's the big thing that you told us was that there is a game that you can participate in to locate a
The scavenger hunt?
Yes.
So what we do is scavenger hunt down here on Edgewater. Each business on the day of the pub crawl on their social media will like put what you have to find in each location, and if you find it and notify the bar at each place, you get a prize.
I think it's Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey, if he arrives, I might put him in a corner. I might not, because you're not supposed to put baby in a corner. But he might go in a
I
corner.
could take him home with me though.
I'll take him.
and swaddle him.
Yeah. I don't know
Last
why I did that.
I know.
Yeah.
I was like,
How big do you think Patrick Dempsey is? Oh no, he's Benjamin
Well, I
Buttoning.
think because you said baby in a corner, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking baby.
Baby Patrick Dempsey, which is weird.
There's a tie there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last year was our St. Patrick,
Okay.
which anybody that's been here usually finds our St. Patrick. He's been up here for a year now. And then there he is up there, up in the rafters,
St. Patrick.
looking down at us. We will have a different thing to find here for the scavenger hunt this year. I haven't nailed down exactly what I want.
It has to
I
be
tried.
Patrick Dempsey.
It's if it's Patrick Dempsey, he'll be well hidden and very Irished out. Patrick Dempsey. He could be our next St. Patrick.
I think that would be so funny.
You just stick him up there.
No,
I would put him somewhere. I'd put him somewhere else, but
Okay, good.
I have some plans.
That's fine. Okay, do you have to buy? You can just come and participate. Do you have to buy tickets or anything?
No, it's a free event down here in Edgewater.
Perfect.
The bar's down here participating. We've got the Vault Bar and Grill ourselves, West Side Tap House and Growler Fill Station, the Rabbit Cellar. Last year was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, they all sold out of their corned beef and cabbage last year.
Okay.
Last year, and just like last year, I got in kegs of the Kilkenny Irish Red Cream Ale on Nitro.
That sounds so good.
It is so good.
That sounds.
Ooh,
Can
and-
I bring a thing and fill that a growler?
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I would probably recommend maybe doing that the day after on actual St. Patty's Day, because the pub crawl is on the 16th of March.
Okay.
St. Patty's Day on the 17th because of leap year,
Yeah.
which leap day is here upon us. And so the only reason I say maybe do it the day after, because you might not want to be carrying around a growler with you during the pub crawl.
Ooh, good call.
Yeah.
It's not like you can just fill up a gallon of beer and like just be walking around drinking it. That's
It's not
Hollywood.
Texas.
it's not Texas.
Yeah.
That is frowned upon, especially by OLCC and your
Like, ah.
your uniformed protectors here in Salem will definitely frown on that as well.
Yeah.
We won't be doing that. We'll be.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so that's on the
Illegal.
then that's on the 16th, and then 17th is St. Patty's Day, and we've got live music going on down here. We've got the Kilkenny on tap. Actually, we're setting up a second bar in here for the Kilkenny and for a cider on tap as well.
Ooh.
And so we'll have like two separate bars going on just because
That's
it was so
much fun.
so much fun and everything
Yeah.
going on last year and very busy that we were like, all right, let's spread the love, let's get everybody have a good time. Live Irish music going on, some green wine.
Green wine.
I go
What
back
kind of
and
wine
forth.
do you like? What kind of wine do you use? I'm sure you put like a coloring in it.
Yes, yeah. So we just use one little drop of food coloring, just like you do with green beer at bars. It's not mandatory; it's optional. But we use Chardonnay, Pinot Gris, and because those two wines are so clear, unlike a beer that can be like darker and amber and stuff, like that emerald color just really pops in the glass. It's a lot of fun.
That'd be pretty.
And then
like it.
and then that's the 16th, 17th is St. Patty's Day, and then we've got that fun mingle on the 21st,
Yep.
and then the 23rd, 2 days later, hip hop wine night.
Hip-hop wine
Yes.
night.
Have you got your tickets yet?
No, not yet, because we're going to.
Yes.
We actually have
Almost.
Jacob Espinosa
Almost.
coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
He's going to be our not our next guest. We have someone else coming.
And they are limited quantity tickets, and they have been selling online. So just
Okay.
I know I need to get my tickets.
We're doing that
Yeah.
today.
yeah,
we do.
I highly recommend it.
Doing that today. So yeah, we'll have Jacob Espinosa on soon, and he'll be
Yes.
promoting that.
Yep, that's only a few things that are going on in March. I mean,
Yeah,
there's so much stuff going on.
I mean, obviously Cinco de Mayo. Oh no, that's in
We
May.
don't do
Gosh.
celebrate Cinco de Mayo in March.
No, we don't.
Nope.
That's in
Nope. No,
I was like,
Not usually.
I'm trying to think of the things we've talked about, but this time we are. It's
Texas. Am I right?
Texas.
Texas education.
I know, so close to Mexico,
I was trying to
and
do,
yet
like,
Cinco de Mayo in March. It is my Frau's birthday month, Michelle's
Okay.
birthday.
Yeah.
So she doesn't celebrate a day
Why?
because she celebrates the whole month.
Oh, okay.
She has itineraries going on.
What does she have planned? Do you know yet?
In fact, she sent out an itinerary to us and to me and all of our friends, so of everything that's going on with her birthday in the month. So, oh yeah, days, times, dates. So
what do you have to do?
So let's see, what do I have to do on her?
Are you supposed to lose your voice on her birthday?
She wishes. So her birthday's on the 7th. That's a Thursday. We are doing. What are we doing on her birthday? I don't know. Celebrating her birthday. And then on the 8th, which is that Friday, I have to make her some Korean bulgogi. And she's having a bunch of people over.
Okay.
And I'm making mean bulgogi.
Are we invited?
Sure. Yes. Do you want bulgogi?
You might want to check with Michelle.
No. We're
Like,
inviting so many
invited.
people. So yes. All right. I'll send you the link. And then, so that's happening. And then we're doing multiple paint nights, paint your pet night. Actually, we have two paint your pet nights in here. We have two. So we sold out of the first one. And since we sold out of the first one, we're doing a second one on the 28th of March.
That'll be fun. Is it watercolor or?
This is not. This is acrylics.
Okay, got
There
it.
is a International Women's Day watercolor that's happening in March as well with watercolors. What's that?
International. What are you going to paint? Yourself?
No.
Not like you.
Oh,
but, like,
right. No.
I paint my.
It's just like if you've done the paint and sip parties, like it's one picture and everybody kind of paints the same picture. There's a picture that everybody's painting that's like a celebration.
Nice.
Have you guys ever done the paint your date, where you guys
No.
paint each other?
No. Have
I
you?
have.
That would be
So I have
fun.
seen.
But you've never done it.
No, I've never done it, but I've seen videos of people doing it, and it's so funny because people, they're embarrassed to turn it around. First of all,
Well,
because
yeah.
they're
I can't even imagine
"God,"
trying to paint
and
a
you turn it
person.
around, and it just
Just
looks like
stick
this
figure. I stick
cartoon.
It would be the
like
worst.
monster sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's so
That would be
funny.
fun.
I think
You should do
if you
that.
have
Mine
the
would
kind
come
of
out
personality
so
where you
racist
can,
looking.
where you can laugh at yourself, it would be really good.
I made the
You
lips
have to
too
be able
big.
to
You're like, I'm laughing. This is all for love. You just have. I saw one, and it was on like TikTok or something, and the guy just said like, "You're my world." So he just wrote a whole bunch of stuff to make up.
Well played, sir.
Perfect.
Well played.
Better.
The painting was.
Yeah. Don't do it if you if you can't laugh.
Yeah, hers would be super easy, like goofy white dude. It's like looks like Elmo, but not red. You know.
Oh my god. I don't know. So maybe you guys can work that in there.
That would be fun.
Paint your. Well, we are trying to work out that singles night that we were talking about before.
Yes. Yeah.
And so that'd be kind of maybe
That would be a lot of fun.
combine that, and then maybe after that we do a paint your partner night, because then that way it's like, hey, people do like find a match, like, hey, this is coming up, you don't have to bring the person you meet here, but if you do meet up, you can come back for paint. I don't know.
That would be fun.
Spitballing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
That's
a
like
lot
their
of stuff
second
going on.
date would be the paint my date.
That would
Right.
That would be I'd want to be here to watch that.
Okay.
I know, just sit in the corner and people watch this, be like, oh no, here we go.
Here we go. Oh, and then to the ultimate part of her birthday month is at the end of the month, and then we're going down to Universal Studios in Burbank.
Oh my
Hollywood.
gosh,
Yes,
that'll be
okay,
fun.
that's great.
Aw,
It's like a 13-hour drive or something.
that's so far.
That's not so bad.
Uh,
Load up 3 kids, 5 of us drive down.
they're older kids, though. It's not like you have like babies.
Yeah, no, but right. I don't know. Babies would be easy too, I imagine.
I don't
Throw
know.
a bottle in their mouth.
Wow.
So we did. We traveled with them as.
But at least
babies.
if you have older kids, they can get up and walk around and do.
Yeah.
Not in the car.
No. What I mean is like when you stop somewhere.
Oh yeah.
When you stop somewhere, wherever you're not having to unbuckle them and pick them up and.
I
bottle
feel
them
like
back
having
in.
younger kids would just be. Having babies would be a struggle. I mean, Emmett was the perfect kid, so
He is.
Yeah.
he's not a kid anymore. He's
still a
basically an
kid.
adult.
I think you're a kid
He's a
until you're like
teenager.
18.
He's still a kid.
He's 18?
No.
No, that's what I mean. He's still a
not
kid.
a kid. That's what I'm saying.
He's a
Mine are all teen. How old is he? He just turned.
14.
He just turned 14, right? Or
He
something.
can be 14 and still be a kid. He's still a kid,
My daughter's 14.
and she's still a kid, right?
Yeah. Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah, mine is very much so.
yeah. Yeah.
He's definitely
She's like, she gets grade like she's 18, but she talks to you like she's 12.
There we go.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I get enough attitude from my dogs, so
And you want a cow.
I do.
And they're-
Cows have attitude.
And they will not
Yeah.
listen.
Well, I don't really expect them to listen.
Okay.
That's why they have a field to kind of do whatever.
Oh my gosh! I remember one
They
time.
do 2 things.
I was helping a
Why?
friend try to corral
From both
a
ends.
cow.
One
Right.
from one end, one from the other end.
So this cow got out because there was some kind of break in the fence. It is a nightmare trying to get a cow corralled back.
Yeah, you can't just like.
That's why people are on horses, to make them bigger than the cow.
Yeah.
And wrangle
why
them.
you have
Because
a
they're
dog.
like, it was me and 2 other people, and we're standing in this field, and this guy is like telling us where to go, and I'm just like, oh my, what if this cow just charges me? And I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna stand here and see what happens.
Was it a cow or a bull?
It was a cow.
Okay,
I don't
not known
know.
for their charging.
Well, they're not, but
What
what if?
if?
They will if you have like if they have
What
a
if?
baby.
And so it's like this huge field, and there's one person here, me here, and one person here, and I'm like, this is never gonna work. This cow's just gonna like saunter
Did
on
you guys
through.
have food?
And we had all kinds of stuff. But finally, I mean, we eventually got it back in, but it was scary because you're just like, this cow is just like wandering
Doing
around,
its own
doing whatever it wants.
Okay. Did you guys ever? I mean, I don't know if this is an Oregon thing, but in Texas we would go cow tipping.
No, we didn't. It's an everywhere thing.
I know.
But
It is an
Did you
everything.
I don't hate
thing,
animals.
but no.
It's not. Look, this is.
You want a cow? And you
Love
grew up
cows.
tipping them?
I only did it like twice.
This is like once,
So I
wasn't
heard
it?
was on
that
a
you
dare.
can't actually tip a cow.
They don't really like just tip over.
Right.
They more of like stumble and then they fully wake up and then they get pissed and they chase you. Is what happens.
Well, I would
Did you
too.
stop at a gas station and rinse yourself off and dance around like a maniac afterwards?
No,
Did you? Where did that come from?
but she did it.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Okay, movie buff.
After cow tipping?
What movie is this
Yeah.
What
from?
movie is that from?
This is Tommy Boy.
I don't even think I've watched that before.
I have watched that before. I mean, I watched it when it came out.
You guys.
What is
Did they
Tommy
do,
Boy
did they do that? Did they
Who's
tip a
in
cow
Tommy
over and then go?
So yeah, it's Chris Farley
Yeah. David Spade.
is Tommy Boy.
Yep.
And he takes out his soon-to-be stepbrother.
David
and-
Spade, right?
No.
No, who's the
Not
soon to be
David Spade.
David Spade? Oh, that's right. That it's like
What's his
not
name?
nice guy.
Right, not nice
Right.
guy. And he's like, we're going to go cow tipping. I'm going to show you what we do around here. And so he takes him out, and then Chris Farley tries to tip a cow and just face plants in the mud. And so they're at the gas station.
That's
Chris
right.
Farley is...
But David Spade's the one holding
No,
the...
he's not. No, it's...
Maniac. Yeah.
Dancing like a...
Yeah, isn't it
I don't
David
even
Spade?
know
David
this
Spade.
movie.
Because
No,
I thought
no.
at that point David Spade asked him, like, did you eat paint
No,
chips as
no,
a child?
Nope.
And he's like, yeah.
That's a different...
Why?
Nope, that's different.
Is that a different scene?
That's a different scene.
Okay.
This
Tommy
is
Boy?
this is
Tommy
the
Boy,
guy.
I don't even think I
He
ever
plays
watched
on. Oh my gosh, Parks and Rec. He's one of the guys on Parks and Rec.
There's a lot of guys on
The guy
Parks
who's
and
like always super nice and happy and chipper. What's his name?
Chris Farley, David Spade.
super nice and happy and chipper on Parks and Rec.
He gets that one girl pregnant.
Oh, are you talking about the other
You
guy
mean
named
Chris Pratt?
Chris
No,
Pratt?
no. Read off the names.
He gets somebody
of the
pregnant in
actors.
Parks and
Chris
Rec?
Farley, David Spade, Brian Denny,
Oh,
Bo Derek,
no.
Dan Aykroyd.
from Severance. From the show Severance.
Rob Lowe.
Rob Lowe.
Oh, they're not from the... Who did Rob Lowe get pregnant in Parks
He
and Rec?
got the brown hair chick
the little-
pregnant.
Yeah, the nurse.
They weren't actually dating. Yeah, the nurse.
Oh.
So anyway, he's spraying him down, and he's just like, "Oh God, this is so annoying." It's Chris Farley is just
Yeah.
like dancing like a maniac.
And he
That's
sings
where
that, right? He sings
yes,
like, I'm a
yes.
maniac.
And he's
Okay.
like throwing his hands up like this,
Yeah.
dancing around. Yeah, I am so surprised you didn't catch that.
Yeah. No, I haven't
not.
seen that since
Okay,
it came
what's
out.
the did you go see Madam Web?
No.
Horrible.
I
Really?
heard so many bad things.
Like it was horrible.
Like the worst.
Like this is
Really?
one
Yeah.
of the worst movies. Like
Wow.
Yeah, that's one I'm waiting for it to come out for free to watch because
I heard it was bad.
I hear it's a train wreck of
I
a
want to
movie.
watch the second Dune movie,
And that one's getting the opposite,
excited
right?
about-
That's getting like best movie.
And it's
Like
not
people
even
are
out yet.
film critics are like, I've heard one film critic via Film Pundit like say it might be the best movie he's ever seen.
I'm so excited.
I'm like,
about
what?
It.
That's crazy.
Did you not watch Dune?
No,
Oh, well, then you're in it for a treat.
I'm just like,
It's so good. Okay, I
Did you
read
ever see the
books.
original in the 80s? Okay.
That one was such a good movie. It was such a good movie.
It's so weird.
this is my
It was
payback for
very-
bringing up Tommy.
Right, that's right. So you're in a good predicament now because the first Dune Part 1, Denis Villeneuve
Mm-hmm.
directed.
Zendaya's in it.
Zendaya is in it, and so
Oh, is it Zendaya or Zendaya?
Zendaya.
It's not Zendaya. It's
Okay.
Zendaya.
Is it
Okay.
Zendaya?
Yeah.
I'll ask her.
Sorry.
I'll ask her later.
Yeah. Okay.
And then so it won 6 Academy Awards.
Oh wow.
And
It's really
and it was a build up for part 2. So there's not as much action in the first one.
Did you know that though?
Not when it ended. I did not. I was like, it
I
ended.
was so mad. I was supposed to be like, this is the longest movie ever.
But here's the thing. I didn't feel like it was long. Like it's like what? It's like 3 hours, 3.5 hours long.
3-hour movie.
Oh my God.
But then it ends and it's like part 1, and like end part 1.
No one
And I'm
said
like-
anything.
And I was still waiting for more movie. So I was like, well, that must be a good.
Oh, it ended, and I was like, wait, there's a second one?
Yeah.
Like, they don't say, like, part one.
It's Dune. Just D-U-N-E.
D-U-
D-U-N-E.
that's
Yeah.
Dune.
It's
Yeah.
based off a book
I've
series.
never even heard of it.
Really?
That's crazy.
That's
So the original movie from the
you might
80s
not like it.
had Sting in
Really?
it, had Patrick Stewart in it, had
Okay. I can get
It's
down on that.
sci-fi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I don't think I like it.
There we go.
I know you well enough. This is not,
not
really
a
up your
sci-fi
alley. It's
person.
not up your alley.
It's just
yeah.
too.
and what's the
like,
name of the main actor that plays?
Oh, gosh, he's like.
What's his last name?
coming.
Well, the part 2 though, it's gonna have Christopher Walken. Christopher
It
Walken's in it
is.
as the Emperor of the Universe.
Shut the front
Timothy
door.
Chalamet.
Timothy
is the
Chalamet
Yeah.
is the main character
Yeah.
in there, and then we didn't see him in the first part, but part 2,
How is he supposed to be?
he's the Emperor
No.
of the universe. It's Christopher Walken
I'm
He's
not
there
gonna take him seriously.
with this watch that he hid up his ass.
Oh my God, Nate.
What movie is that from?
I don't
Oh my-
even
hold on,
know.
Pulp Fiction. That's a Pulp
Oh,
Fiction.
okay.
That's a
Oh,
Pulp
I
Fiction
haven't
reference.
seen that.
There's gonna be a
I
lot
mean, I
of
have
people
seen
in
it. This has been a long time.
I
See,
think I've
Tommy
seen
Boy.
it half of one. But-
Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
Tommy Boy is just, I've seen that hundreds of times, and it just
And
got a special place in my heart.
yeah, it's so much better than Black Sheep too.
Uh-oh.
Black Sheep was fine. You don't think Tommy Boy is better than Black Sheep?
I don't know.
How many times have you seen Black Sheep?
A lot.
How many times have you seen Tommy Boy?
A lot.
Fight.
No, I don't think. I mean, Black Sheep has some funny parts.
Great parts in both of them.
Yeah.
But I think it's hard for me. I think there's more quotable things in Tommy Boy.
And it came out first, so it had so it had that leg up.
I don't think I've watched either one of those.
Well, if you do, watch Black Sheep first.
Yeah. And because I'm trying to think of like scenes, and I'm trying to blank. But when Tommy Boy, it's just like, I mean, every scene, like I mean, beginning to end and everywhere in between, there's just so many good quotes. Like I use not so much here, not so much here, right here, all the time.
You want fresh towel? You want fresh towel? What kind of hotel is this? Fat man in a little coat. Have you ever heard that before? Fat man in a little coat. Yeah.
Like that. Okay, I grew up Southern Baptist. Like it was like there. So for
bees
until I was like in high school, there were certain things that I watched and did not watch.
I'm allergic to bees.
Me too. Yeah.
Because you always quote Dumb and Dumber too, and I'm like, I've watched parts of it. I've not watched the whole thing.
Really?
I have not to this day watched the whole thing.
That is hands down, and I know this is really like juvenile of me, but hands down, that is my favorite movie.
Over Mac and Me.
Yes.
I think Mac and Me is her second. You will always quote.
I don't think Mac and Me is actually in her top 10. I think it holds a special place in her heart. But if she had all the movies listed that she really likes, like it didn't quite make that top 10.
No, it definitely made her top 10.
I will say I like E.T. better.
Yeah, see?
And I quote E.T. way more.
E.T.'s a better movie.
Each time you quote something,
by far.
You'll quote something, you'll look at me like
you could watch the trailers for both those and figure that one out.
I'm like, you just.
Or I'll be like, saddle up, partner, and she's like.
I'm like, okay.
And I'm like, oh my god.
I'm looking at her. You have to. Okay, my dad is an engineer, and I grew up Southern Baptist. So my parents like. The only times I watched any movies outside of my mom's like scope or parental guidance was when my dad made us watch stuff.
That's really funny because when I grew up, my mom went to the store and rented Beavis and Butthead Do America for us.
Oh.
So that's how
my mom wouldn't even let us watch.
I haven't seen the new Beavis and Butthead movie.
My mom wouldn't even let us watch Jaws. She would. I watched it with my dad.
That is absolutely where my fear of sharks came. Obviously,
really from Jaws. My mom,
not just that they're sharks.
My mom.
No, I mean my fear of sharks have grown.
Thank goodness for that movie. Otherwise, you would have been like, sharks are pets.
This ocean is fantastic.
Yeah.
Katy, that's just always like, okay, no, but there's sharks. I'm like, okay, but the chance of you really gonna get tagged.
There's still a chance, and I mean,
so you're saying there's a chance? She doesn't get that reference.
Yes, I can't stand you.
Love it. Okay. If we don't change the subject now, I'm going to keep going.
No, okay.
Right.
We'll have a
movie talk. We're going to bring up movies every single weekend.
Honestly, okay. Tommy Boy, Black Sheep, you said. Dumb and Dumber.
Dune for her.
You have to watch Dune.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Have you seen Aliens? Have you seen all?
I'm not a sci-fi gal. I can't get into it. It's just so like.
You can't say boring because it's not boring.
No, it's not that it's boring, but I'm just like, this can't happen. Like Dumb and Dumber, people can be that dumb.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Because it's not relatable? Is that why?
Maybe.
There are aliens out there.
Well, sure, there are. We don't know what they look like, how they
could
act,
look like Alien versus Predator.
Which I like that movie.
I do like it too.
With
the original,
the girl from Love and Basketball.
Which girl from? Oh, she was in that one. That was the second one. That wasn't the first one.
No, that's the first one. That's the first one. The second one was called Requiem. And I did not care for that one. I didn't care for that one.
Like that one.
I didn't like
No,
Requiem.
she did good in that one.
Yeah, the first one was when she's in Antarctica and they drill the big hole. And, and then I like all the prequels, like the Prometheus.
And he cut her face.
Yeah.
And didn't cut it, but like.
Right, marked her. And
You're one of us.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep.
They're really creepy. Honestly, I like them just because it's like you have to think a little bit outside of the box to really.
So I did watch X-Files a lot when I was younger.
Okay.
And I mean, young, like when I was still living at home. And my sisters and I would watch it.
I know. I'm like, not that long ago.
Failure to watch.
Reruns on Hulu.
My sisters and I would watch it, and we'd just be like,
and they'd be like, that Mulder.
And then, so my older sister and I had rooms right next to each other. And it's just separated by a wall.
David
So
Duchovny poster on the
one
wall.
of us would just be like,
Are you ready to watch this?
no, because we were so scared.
Really?
And so either one of us would go into the rooms, just like sleep on each other's floor and be like, I'm so scared.
Oh no! I think I remember watching Jurassic Park and getting freaked out, like to the point where
I was because, yes. Because
that
what
was-
if I look at my window and there's a T-Rex out there?
like looking
What
at
if?
you and the.
What if? What if?
The dog
Then
scene.
then you'd be
Oh,
famous.
The
It would
dog
be.
scene.
It was a really good movie. I liked it because they actually used the robotics and stuff rather than it being CGI. And
Yeah, Steven Spielberg at his
Yeah.
finest. What was that 1995?
it came out in '93, I thought.
Was it 93?
Jurassic Park.
Oh
It
yeah,
came out the year I was born.
You've been on the Jurassic
Oh.
Park ride
No, but I
at
would
Universal Studios.
definitely do it.
I might do that
So cool.
next
Do
month.
it.
You have
It's
to
so
take-
fun. Yeah.
Video.
yeah.
I'll do a little segment while we're on the road,
Yes.
like I did with the Fort George Beer Festival.
Yes, that
perfect.
was amazing. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, that was so much fun. You look like you guys are having a good time.
We did. They had 111 different stouts.
That's
Wow.
you had.
No, they
Oh.
had. I had about 20,
I was
20
like
something.
Nate. Okay.
You did better than me at seafood.
Yeah, it was a good
I
time.
need to go to a thing now. Oh,
Yeah.
we're supposed to make a trip up to the mountain. Trevor is going to hopefully be back on the podcast. He's been busy next week, but the plans is to actually make a trip up to what was it? Something Bowl. It's a
Durham.
bar.
It's a bar?
It's a bar over on one of the mountains where you ski
You're-
and snowboard.
In Oregon,
Yeah.
Ski bowl?
ski
Is
bowl.
it ski bowl?
It's not a bar.
It is a bar. He was talking
There's a
about
bar at
There's like a
ski bowl. There's a
restaurant.
bar at
Yeah.
Timberline and Mount Hood. There's
Oh,
bars
I
all
bet-
over
I
the
bet
place.
that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
still.
Okay.
So like we
Oh.
talked about that, I
We're,
think.
we're
Yeah,
supposed to
couple
make
years-
a
a
trip
couple
out
weeks ago.
there.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
supposed to before everything's gone. But like we're supposed to make a trip out there to try out like the restaurant and bar and stuff. Because I don't snowboard. I don't ski. You?
Yes, I started skiing and I moved over to snowboarding, and I'll never go back to skiing.
Oh, really?
No.
I mean,
The
obviously
boots
there's
are
a
the boots are
difference.
the difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it more secure?
The
Comfortable?
way more comfortable. Like if you're wearing snowboarding boots, it's like wearing regular boots.
Really?
They just strap into the board. If you're wearing skis, you're wearing something designed by a sadist. They're like hard plastic boots that your
Really?
feet that you can't move in, and they're at an angle. I mean, maybe you're fine if you're used to wearing heels or something, but they're like at a heel, and there's clink, clink,
Okay,
clink, clink.
Allie's a skier now.
I know.
Yeah.
Skier.
Yeah. And then the other thing I didn't care for, and like when I switched over to snowboarding, it was so much better. Is like, and skiers probably say the opposite, right? I like the fact that this is my board. I move, it stays with me. With skis, you're on two skis. If your right foot goes one way and your left foot goes the other way, you're going like this.
That's what
I like my feet connected in a one thing.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about my ski story?
I don't
I
think
think
so.
so.
you heard it.
I don't think
Oh
so.
man.
Were there bees?
No, but I should have used that excuse. Going down the hill. It was the bunny hill.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Katie.
Killed a bunny.
Bunny hill. No. I'm sure most of you
She killed
know
a
the bunny hill.
She killed a bunny.
So I go up the little rope thing and take myself up there. And this was my first time skiing. I took a few lessons like that day, and I was,
Yeah.
You knew your wedge,
I was like, I
your
got
pizza
this.
slice.
I got
You
this.
figured all that one out, right?
I thought I did.
Oh.
And I
In
just
retrospect.
took off down that bunny hill. And there was someone standing here in their skis, and I went right across their skis. I couldn't stop.
Well, it's better than going through them.
I completely, like, everything that I learned
Lighting.
Yeah.
escaped my head.
Both of
And
you
I'm
like
just like,
light flash in front of your eyes.
so I don't know how to stop, right? And I'm just like, I'm just going to crash into something. So
That's
I
how I
did.
used to stop in
So I
roller
did.
skating back in the day.
I did. I flew right past the little control house for the like rope thing that takes you up the bunny hill.
Yeah, the
And,
lift.
yeah, through
Thank-
caution tape and just land on my back
Katie.
like this. And I'm just like, oh my god. And the guy controlling the box comes over and he goes,
You okay?
no.
Oh.
He goes, you know, you could have really hurt someone.
No, it's like, well, I'm hurt.
Were you laying there like, I did, I did.
I can't.
Yeah. So I was like 10. And so
Oh, you
I
were
just was like, like, get me out of here, I'm done. And I went and I sat in the truck and I just cried.
Oh no. I watched this video on Instagram and there was this kid. It looked like he was on the bunny slope, like taking lessons, and he's just like, he's got this big suit on, so he's kind of just going, and he just like slowly picks up speed, and he doesn't move. He's just kind of like, okay, you can kind of see his head bobbing.
Aww.
And he goes past the barrier, and you see his ski instructor like, oh shit, like trying to chase after him, and he just picks up speed.
Are you sure it wasn't me?
I'm like, this was you. He's this little kid. He's just like,
it's like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation when he puts the stuff on the bottom of the slide.
I did watch that movie. I did watch that one.
Don't try this film, kids. I'm professional. Flames.
And there's nothing appealing about like skiing or snowboarding. I'm like, I just want to be in the snow, but then just like with like a little beverage.
Oh, I want to be completely outside of the snow in a nice lodge somewhere.
What's a nice warm drink?
A nice warm drink.
Hot toddy.
No, I would do a hot cocoa with peppermint schnapps.
There you go. That'd be fun. I do all the above. I have two hands. It's hot toddy, peppermint schnapps, cocoa.
Whiskey is not. I cannot do whiskey.
No. Other things than whiskey for a hot toddy?
I mean, not officially.
It's technically not a hot toddy at that point.
You'd have to change the name. And
I don't mind red wine stored in whiskey barrels.
I can't do that.
Right.
But
those are so
whiskey itself, and I think it's because
I don't think I've ever had one.
Of
Seems like a good
whiskey.
Apothic has one, and
yeah,
I thought it was okay.
I liked it a lot.
That was a little too intense for me.
Yeah, seems like a good way to ruin good wine, or a good way to make bad wine taste better.
Maybe that's it.
Have you ever tried to make your own wine?
Have I? No, I've never. I made beer before, but I've never made wine.
What was the beer? What did you call it?
Beer?
Yeah. No, I mean like.
Like I didn't label it. No.
Really? Okay. If you could have, here's a question.
Okay.
If you could have your own brand of wine, what would you name it?
Old Zen.
Ooh, obviously.
I mean,
I'd name mine Havenrose.
See?
You guys both. Mine is to be named.
Yeah.
Allie R. Saunders.
Oh, so ours is an original.
What do you mean? You guys took the only things I could have possibly named it.
Oh no.
It's called Moolah.
Allie Saunders Vintner. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it sounds pretty professional.
Right? Yeah.
You guys are too funny. Okay, we're gonna have a movie night, and we're gonna watch at least one of the 5 movies here. I say Dune because I've watched it already. Or Tommy Boy.
Well, next month we've got our movie lineup for Wednesdays as well. Oh, I mean, we got 3 different movies because we got comedy night. We got 5 comedians coming for comedy night.
Whoa!
Next month too, and then our movie nights. Let's see what we're doing. We're doing Boondock Saints.
I love that movie. That's a good movie.
Waking Ned Divine. It's an Irish comedy. Waking Ned Divine. Irish comedy, and then we're doing Far and Away.
What about So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Have you seen that one? Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Maybe. You need to have, so it's one of the...
It'll let you know why Oklahoma are called Sooners. Like that movie is the epitome of that. Will teach you why they're called Sooners.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, have you played or thought about playing So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Oh, I think about that every day. That's a great movie.
Fantastic.
You think about that every day.
Oh my God, look at the size of that boy's head. It's like an orange on a toothpick.
Exactly what I was thinking.
It's like Sputnik. It's round but pointy at parts. Head move up there. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, baby, let me know.
So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh
yeah.
God, it's
Michael
so
Myers.
Good. It's so funny.
Mike Myers.
Well, okay, so one of our, I think he's an up and coming comedian. I don't know if he ever signed up with you for comic night. But
Local?
Yes, he's local. So he's actually an agent close by.
Is it Mike?
Yeah.
Mike Hill.
Mike Hill. Sign up for Old Zen.
And Michael and Jordan?
Yeah, Michael and Jordan. They're so sweet.
He has done a little bit of stand-up at our open mic day before.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Okay. I didn't know if he had signed up or anything before.
Not for comedy night, but we have professionals.
Have you ever had a comedian here that just totally bombed?
Yeah. Has that happened?
No, not totally. No, not totally bombed. I mean, some jokes fall flat sometimes for some comedians, but no, we haven't. Because we do have, I mean, our comedy nights are professional comedians that come in. Yeah. We have a host that finds the comedians, brings them in.
Oh, nice.
So you wouldn't be like just any person. I couldn't be like, hey, Nate, can I?
On open mic night. Yeah, on open mic. Open mic night is usually just music, but if somebody wants us to do,
it's just a line of quotes and impersonations. Talking.
Yeah.
But then she would be like, "Where is this from? Where is this from? Where is this from?"
Just get mad at anyone who doesn't know.
You don't know? What do you mean I don't know? What are you talking about? Oh my gosh.
Sorry,
I mean, I can do one impression of one vegetable, and that's like.
Excuse me?
A vegetable?
Yeah. Yeah, a black olive. That's the only impression I can really do.
Let's see it.
A black olive?
Yeah.
Oh no, Popeye, you didn't.
Oh my god.
That's the only one I can do.
Wow. Okay. That was surprisingly very good.
Yeah, thanks. Feels more like a Puerto Rican olive.
I feel like I can do a really good
all right.
impression of Fat Bastard.
Okay, go ahead.
Are we going to get in my belly?
I ate because I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy because I ate.
It's a vicious cycle.
I feel like it's pretty good.
I can't remember.
You got to throw that at the end. It's a vicious cycle.
It's a vicious cycle.
There you go.
Oh, the
I feel like that was a little off.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had it.
Well, look at you. You're like a wee baby. You're like a wee baby.
Katy.
I mean, I don't, yeah.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back,
Somehow
baby back, ribs. Chilies. Baby back, ribs.
We're going to get him in a
My neck looks like a vagina. You can cut that out, Charlie.
Keep it in.
Oh my god. You guys are good at a person. I can't. I cannot.
You can do a black olive. You can have that too.
I can. I can take that.
Yeah. You should tell people he's like, I can do an impression. I can do impressions. Wait, do you know who Popeye is? You can do an impression of a vegetable.
I saw a thing that Will Smith was supposed to be the next Popeye. But I
come on.
I think it was a fake.
Of course, it's a fake trailer.
I know.
Although they just announced today that July the new Crow movie is coming out.
Really?
Yeah, with one of the Skarsgårds.
Oh, I did see that. No, I did.
Which that's coming out of left field because they were talking about doing a Crow movie for years.
A Crow like Edgar Allan.
No. So there's a movie. It's a comic book. It's based off a comic book.
Okay.
No, based on a comic book. But in the 90s, there was the Crow starring Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee.
Okay.
And he did the Crow. And that was the movie, I think, where he was accidentally shot on set and died.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a fake gun, and he actually died on set. But
there's been a lot of incidents like that.
Wasn't there one recently?
Well, recently, a couple years ago with Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, which, I don't know, they're doing all this stuff for Alec Baldwin, but, I mean, for the actor-wise, like, that's not really his responsibility. There's a person that's supposed, but he's also, but the other thing is, I think he was also a producer of it, so there's about hiring the right people, too, to do things, so that might be
that's why it was like, it was just a conflict of, like, okay, you should.
Right. But regardless, so the Crow was a pretty popular movie in the 90s. It's very emo. It's a very emo kind of movie with like 9 Inch Nails music playing and things like that.
Or no?
I'm not going to say I won't watch it, but definitely when you say it's an emo movie, I don't know.
And which Skarsgård is the one that did the Viking movie recently?
Oh, that was the oldest one.
Okay.
He's like 6. He's tall.
Okay, is it the same Scar?
There's 3 of them.
But is there?
It's not the Pennywise Skarsgård.
Who was the Skarsgård who was in what's that?
I think there's 4. There's 3
who
sons.
was in True Blood. Who's that?
With the dad.
That's the oldest one. That's the oldest of the kids. He's like 6. He's tall.
I'll take it.
Like
I don't know if he's the Crow. It's the name.
He's not. I don't think he is. Yeah, no, but he's.
But
like,
Pennywise was one of the Skarsgårds too.
Yeah,
I would take.
I love it. I love them.
Attractive.
I think they're all fantastic.
So there's that new picture of him as the Crow that just got released today. Like no
Alex,
shirt and pants that only come up to here. Alexander Skarsgård.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's the guy who played in True Blood.
And is he the guy that was in the Viking?
Yes, he
movie?
was in the Viking
Okay,
one.
yeah, he's
really
ripped.
Good job at that.
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. His like body fat is like -5 or something.
I'll take
Good for you.
He must.
Completely
It's like, completely different takes.
Absolutely.
Like, his life must be horrible. What are you eating, Alex? Lettuce? Spinach?
Okay.
Celery 24/7.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Celery for fiber.
Oh, man.
All right, so we got a lot of movie talk in.
Okay, yeah.
You guys have, on the 21st, you guys are doing
So
your
it's
Mingle
monthly
and your
Mingle, and the grand opening is our
Grand soft
It's a soft
opening.
opening is happening at the same time.
at Old Zen.
At Zen.
Old
And
Zen.
everyone's welcome. Please come
Yes.
meet us, come mingle.
Absolutely.
Just get out and get to know your community.
Yeah. Come say hi.
Yeah, a lot of people come out for the Mingle. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It is a lot of fun.
I've had people call up and be like, "Oh, what's this Mingle going on? I'm new into town. Can I show up?" I'm like,
Really?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
"Come on down."
Again, there's no you don't have to own a business. You don't have honestly just come and meet people. If you're new
It's
to
like
the
a
area.
community social Mingle.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah. The whole goal is just to interact and hang out with people and drink
Meeting
great.
new
My mother-in-law was here for it,
Yeah, she's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
and she
Adorable.
definitely doesn't have a business.
She is so cute. She is absolutely adorable. She had her little Valentine's outfit on. Oh, that was adorable. But no, it's a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
reach
So
out
we'll
if you guys
put,
have any questions.
Yeah, and we'll put the link below where you can get more information on the events that are coming up.
Oh yeah, we could put the hip hop wine night link on
Yeah.
Pub
there.
wine at St. Patrick's, pub crawl.
Paint and sip. I got so many links for you. It's crazy.
It will be
Links
a
on
little
links
bit.
on
Links on links on links on bees.
Sorry, guys.
I'm like, one of these episodes we're going to be like, if you come up to Nate and you say like a certain quote, then they get like,
Yeah.
If you quote a certain
Something.
movie, if you
I don't know what you
quote-
get. You got slapped. I got slapped. Oh, sticker.
I have it. If you quote a movie that stumps Nate, you get something.
ooh.
Oh well.
I mean,
An old
I did it.
sticker.
I did
Yeah.
it.
I give
Oh,
those
found
away
my
for free anyway.
Christmas ones. I found my Christmas one and I put it on my laptop.
Oh, nice. Oh, I saw that on your laptop. The 1 year anniversary sticker.
Okay, if you guys can come into Old Zen, quote a movie that stumps Nate, you'll get
We will.
something.
Katie and I will.
We'll buy you a
Provide-
glass of wine.
Yeah.
To be on that day or just in general.
In
Like you
general.
mean to keep track of all the people that have
No,
stumped me
they
and
would have to reach out to us and
Yeah.
be like,
did it.
Like they would have to take. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, in the works. If you can stump Nate with a movie
It's gonna
line,
be pretty
then-
solid quote though. It can just be
it
like
I
can't
mean,
be
I feel like mine.
I mean, I got one for you. I got a quote for you, and I bet with only 2 words. All right, you ready? 2 words. I'm gonna tell you 2 words,
Sweating already.
and then you know this quote. Okay, and then.
No, and then
See? I refuse to play your Chinese food mind games.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for another episode.
So informative.
We'll put the links down below. We will have, obviously, the whole information for the Try and Stump Nate
Ooh.
contest. I think we
Love
can have
it.
that go on for a
yeah,
while.
absolutely.
Try and Stump Nate with the movie quote that he doesn't know. But yeah.
There's a lot.
Well, okay, it has to be like a...
Okay, I think
Oh,
I have
there's
an idea of how this can
prerequisite.
work.
Okay. There will be
You
directions.
guys submit your movie quotes to us.
Oh, there it
Read
is.
them on the podcast.
That's a good
If
way.
it stumps Nate, you win.
There we go.
What's the email address?
Holdmywine at www@gmail.com.
Wait, it's what? Hold my wine.
www.
Like Wonderfully Willamette Valley.
Yeah,
Whiskey, vodka
Or that.
at gmail.
at gmail.com.
We'll put all the information below. But
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one. Because then we can do it here,
Yes.
and then you stump me and you mark who it is, and
Yes.
that
Perfect.
person
Alright.
receives
submit the quotes down below or
Email us.
via email.
And
Because
we'll go
if
to-
I don't want to look
Yeah,
at I don't want to look at it.
yeah,
I don't want to
no,
look at them.
send it to our
I don't have
email.
access to that email, so that'd be
Or
perfect.
if you know, Allie and I personally text us,
Yeah,
and we'll get your movie quotes on the list.
Yeah.
that would be
Don't
fun.
text Nate.
Don't text Nate.
Yeah.
This is the quote.
Yeah. No, you can text me. Here's my number. Apparently, I don't know it.
Oh my gosh. But we'll have all the information below. Again, thank you guys for joining us for another
Thank
week.
you. And then
we'll-
one more quick
yeah.
congratulations on Allie and myself
Havenrose.
for Havenrose Real Estate. We're super excited. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us soon.
Yes.
So keep an eye
Please,
out.
yeah, if you see us walking around, please
High five.
high five, say hi to us. We would
Fist
love
bump.
to meet you.
Medals.
Kind of see
Yeah.
who you are, what you're doing around
Throw some
town.
bows.
We'd
Throw
love to
some
give you a
bows.
personal invite to the soft opening.
Yes.
So-
Yes, absolutely. Oh,
Awesome.
okay.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
See you next month.
Bye.
Bye. March.
Oh.